Thank y'all for coming back. We are absolutely live right now. I'm going to put the comment side on just so you can leave me comments and I can kind of respond to you. So, yes, we all appreciate you guys for watching my videos. We try to get there, and I kind of like the live video, but this one is very important. This is about jobs. There's a lot of y'all out there who are looking for jobs, a lot more than usual because of the government layoffs. So this segment, I'm going to kind of give you a couple of insights on resume, how to write that resume. Make sure you got your cover letter. Make sure you got your references ready. Things like that. How to get that job. Now, don't forget, you guys can still recruit for me. Let me know, send me a message because, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do something that you don't normally do because when you need that gas and you start emptying out your pockets, you got to do something. And don't be afraid to go to Bojangles or Pizza Hut or anything like that because you need money. Okay, it doesn't have anything to do with where you work. When you need money, you need money. When that insurance cuts off in 30 days, you're gonna be worried. Okay, so you guys don't be precarious about where you're gonna work at. Okay, um, that job is gone. Okay, the vouchers are gone. And what's the sad part is people do have daycare that they have to pay for, and their jobs are gone. So, just get in gear. We got to get in gear, get that resume done. Like I said, when you look for a job, it's from 8 to 1. Start again 3 to 5. You know, just do it. If you have a goal that you want to find another job, that's your goal that you do. When I used to do that, I used to go from 8 to 3. If I want another job right now, when I say I want to work where I want to work at, I'm going on Indeed or whatever from 8 to 5. I'm taking a break between 1 and 2, and I'm going back on because my goal in my mind is I'm gonna get a hit at some point, whether you like the hit or you don't like the hit. Go ahead and go on that interview. Go on that interview. And before you go on that interview, make sure you search the company. Know something about the company. Employers love when you know about their company. You know that question I'm going to throw out there. Okay, what do you know about the company? Why you want to work for us? You see, they ain't gonna say it like that. Y'all know I'm gonna be deep when I say it, but they're not gonna say it like that. They're gonna be more, more courteous. So, again, get you a list, get you a notebook. I don't have one in front of me, but get you a notebook and write questions down of what they're gonna ask you. When you find a job that you say you want to do, and you start filling out for it, make a sheet with questions on there. Like this one has answers to employees' questions, which this is real. I really use this when I'm hiring people. Um, 1 through 10. Okay, you say this is what she's going to ask. Why are you interested in working for us? See, I just said that. This is a real question. We asked it. Why are you interested in this position? Why are you a good candidate for this position? How do you define patient excellence? I'm talking about this is hospital stuff, y'all. Medical billing coding. Okay. How do you define teamwork? You see, a lot of stuff that we ask, we just need to know how you're going to come at it. Are you going to stutter with it? Are you going to be precise with it? And those questions right there are more for a supervisor that I would be asking a supervisor. But I was just using that as an example. Just using that as an example. But you guys get in gear and get that resume done. I'm just kind of giving you a couple of insights so that you're good with it. Next, we already talked about look for that job from 8 to 5. Make sure your resume has no errors on it. None. One of the reasons how I got that teacher's position years ago, and it led me to being the director of the school, is Mr. Everett said to me, your resume was the only resume that I found that didn't have any errors on it. I didn't know myself. I didn't even know myself. Way back then, I just used to whatever was on Indeed. And like I said, that position, I don't even remember putting in for it. But no errors. Let me tell you what's a good thing for you guys to use for no errors. After you finish doing your resume, there's a website. It's called Grammarly. I use it all the time because when I'm at work, I have a tendency to talk how I'm talking right now sometimes. And sometimes I misspell something, or sometimes, I'll be talking Ebonic, so it might not come out right or something. To prevent me from doing that, I make sure before, especially before I send an email, because I'll be done wit and said something to somebody and they take it the wrong way. So I don't do anything without messing with Grammarly. I have the expert edition. I copy what I'm getting before I send it in the email and make sure there's nothing in it that should not be in it. Whether it's right or wrong, that's how I backtrack myself. I don't just use the spell check. We all know that's gonna miss something. It's gonna miss something. And grammar is when you're in a leadership position. Grammar is very, very important. You can talk it, but you have to write it as well. So I copy and I paste into Grammarly, and we fix all that, and they make it sound so much better. They make it sound so much better. So even with the program, even with the Sapphire program, everything that's in that program, I try to make sure I put it in the Grammarly. If I missed a couple of things, it's okay because we do classes or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, so make sure you get that Grammarly. Another thing, one, two, three. I guess I'm on three. I don't know which one I'm on. Make sure that you have somebody else read your resume. Let somebody else read your resume. That's just like the job developer at the school. We used to we have job developer and help them do their resumes and stuff. And we used to make them literally read their resumes out loud, or they give me their resume or give it to Mr. Hardy, and he goes over their resume and makes sure it's right. Okay, make sure it sounds right. Make sure that it is the proper style, depending on what type of job you're going for. Okay, and we talked about Bojangles, the Waffle House, and things like that. Don't be afraid to work at those places. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I moved down south one time. Yeah, I'm back and forth. I go back and forth. I'm on my way back again. Um, this is another time when I had got down there. I had no job when I got down there. I had about $3,000 or $4,000, and I was like, I'm going. But you still got to have a job. You ain't gonna live off of no $4,000. And I said, okay. I put in for hospital after hospital, hospital after hospital. And I said, you know what? They're taking too long. I said, Kevin, they're taking too long. Oh my God, I don't have no job. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I said, Bojangles is right there on the corner. He never even knew I started working at Bojangles. I was a night supervisor at Bojangles. During the time when I was at Bojangles, which they don't believe me. Nobody believes that I worked at Bojangles. I did the chicken and the batter and all that kind of stuff. I'm telling you, I worked at Bojangles. Nobody believed me. But I needed money. I didn't care nothing about being no supervisor, no coordinator. I wasn't yet at the higher level that I am now. I was more like a coordinator or something like that. I left being a coordinator in revenue cycle. So when I got down there, that's what I did. But 2 weeks after I got there, I got called for Moses Cone. So that was quick. But I'm saying that to say I did not wait for Moses Cone. I knew they was gonna call me. I didn't have to put up for the higher up position. Don't go back. Don't go sit there and trying to put in where you came from. Just get your foot in. That's all you need to do. I don't care if you get in as a receptionist, just get in. Just get in. Once you get in, then you get ready to transfer. Stamina, hold stamina, show them what you can do, and then you go transfer. Okay? So don't be afraid to work someplace else because you still gonna need change. You're still gonna need change. So this is for people who not even just the federal layoffs. This is for anybody. You guys, anybody, not just for them. No job, no money. No job, no car. No job, no food. Okay? If I ain't had my car, I wouldn't be eating candy and cookies and cake all day. But when I used to take the bus many years ago, I probably this big. I lost weight so quick, boom. But y'all know I got a candy cookie potato chip problem. That's because I drive all over the place. But anyway, no job, no car. All right. You gotta make your car payment. No car payment, no job. So if that's the case, build your business even though you have another job. If it's not the job that you came from, so what? You own your own business. So what? You will work at Bojangles? All right. When you come from working Bojangles, you're going to your own business. Your licensed legal business that you've had for years. Well, for the new people, you can rebuild your new one. But I'm saying that to say, don't feel like you didn't make it. Don't feel like, oh, I'm just a receptionist or clerk or janitor ish assistant. You building your company, you building your business. You got your bowls at home. You got don't forget Party City going out of business. I ain't advertising Party City YouTube, but Party City going out of business. For all the little babies with their birthday. I'm telling you, I went there today. I got stuff for little girls. I don't even have little girls. I have all boys. But what's else my daughter? She's the big one. But anyway, do not feel like you are different because you're not going back to the higher level that you came from. Okay. You're gonna have to take baby steps to get there, or you're gonna have to do something else on the side, or just steadfast and just keep doing it. And don't get disappointed if they do not call you back. Don't get disappointed if they don't call you back. You have to stay positive. Stay positive. Keep looking at that resume. When you go on an interview, like I said, make sure you have eye contact and you know what you are talking about. Absolutely no stuttering. Just spit it out. Not 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and shut up. Because if you on your interview, don't do this. He asks you a direct question, answer it, close it. When y'all hear me say open and close, that's what I mean. Answer it and close it. Don't go rambling on, because sometimes when you start talking and talking, okay, there you go, you done opened up a can of worms for something. Don't talk. Let her ask you what she gonna ask you, take it in, and then answer and shut up. Don't spill it on. Just be quiet. Okay, because when you go on an interview, sometimes they do the smiley thing and the so and so and so and so. You're already lost. You're already lost. All right, stay focused. Stay focused. Okay, so like I said, don't look for the perfect job. If you need something right away, build your business. Okay, you come home. You are the owner. Okay, you're the owner of that business. Okay, and when you're doing your resume, make sure it is no more than 2 pages. I know we got a whole lot of stuff to do, unless it's a professional resume. Now I take exception to that. If I'm trying to hire a coder or billing supervisor or something like that, I'm expecting her to have a lot more than my biller's going to have, because she should have a lot more summary for me. You know what I'm saying? And you guys can use summary too, and those of you who are going for professional positions, put the summary at the top, or whichever format you're going to use. The summary tells what you do. The summary tells what you did on your job in a nutshell. That's what it does. It tells it in a nutshell. This one I'm looking for. This is all written on. This is mine. You see how long mine is? Mine's a professional resume. You see how I has my picture on here? You could do that if you choose to. But I'm letting you know. I'm letting them know straight off the back. I'm black and I'm proud. Look, if you're not gonna call me, you can look at this right now, and you make that decision if you ain't gonna call me. You see what I'm saying? I could take this off, and then we can talk on the phone. Okay, and then you can see how my voice is. You already know I'm black, so you know I don't even fool with the DEI. Either you gonna hire me or you ain't. But the proof is in the pudding. You see what I'm saying? The top part has my summary in it, my phone number, my email, LinkedIn, everything is here. Your summary tells what you did at your job. It's really all these jobs in one. You're just pulling out some of those pinpoints. Make sure you have what your accomplishments were. What's that right there? What your accomplishments were. So your summary, then your accomplishments. What did you do? Well, I formed a whole billing team out of nothing. I took 25 people off the street and taught them how to do billing and coding. And boom, I made them my team. You see? And you know what we do in leadership? We do like Different hospitals, we can see in the revenue cycle and see which hospital made the most money, which team made the most money, which team had to do most collection write off, which, you know what I'm saying, which team lost the most money. You guys don't see that in billing, but those of you who work in billing, because that's what we see. We look at that on dashboards to see XYZ. So, that's what we do. So that's what I want you to put down in your summary. You want to put down uh what you did on your job. Look at your strong points and your accomplishments. What did you do? What did you do that was so big, at your job? What did you do? You could say, you got everybody coming in a half hour ahead of time. That's one of your accomplishments. Everybody used to come in at 2 minutes before 8. Now they come in 15, 20 minutes. They understand. Go to the bathroom and all that before you get to work. Don't punch in at 8 o'clock and now you got to go to the bathroom. You got some supervisors that just don't say nothing, but I'll say, you don't really. I don't even care. Cause see, when they come in, they go straight to their office. They go straight to their office. They do what they got to do. But then you have some that she ain't ready yet. She ain't ready yet. Here they come, Miss Lambert. I told her to. I don't want to know. Okay, I don't want to know. You handle that. If you can't handle that in 2 days, I'm coming, and it is gonna be your fault. Y'all know what I'm gonna say. Let the master answer. You are her supervisor. Don't come to me and tell me that she's still sitting there at 8:22 when she already clocked in at 8 o'clock and she hadn't even started hitting Epic, whichever one yet. You see what I'm saying? Because she let her do that. So tell your people, have a huddle. This is for the supervisors out there who are already supervisors. Have your huddle. Let your people know right off the bat. Y'all gotta go to the bathroom. You better get 15 minutes to 8 and go to the bathroom. When you come in, do what you gotta do. I ain't saying they can't get up and go to the bathroom, but all I'm saying is when you come, show it. Boom. All right. And you know what's a good thing? One of my coworkers, I don't know if she's a supervisor, manager, I don't know what she is, but anyway, she said when she got her job, they asked her what would she do? What would she do if there was no chair at her desk? And most of the people, you know what they said? Go get a chair and put it at the desk. They ain't get the job. You know what she said? Stand there and do my work. That's what she said. She said, I don't need no chair. And boom, that's how she got the supervisor job. She was on the street. She got the supervisor job because she gave the right answer. Okay? So, and you know what's a good idea? Do search engine. Do search engine and you'll find some of those answers that you're looking for. Because see, I'm more of a transactional type of leader. A transactional type of leader is a person who wants to see performance. I want to see what you can do. Show me what you can do. I don't even care what's on the resume. That cannot do nothing for me. You can put anything on the resume, but if I ask you everything on that resume, I want to see performance. That's why we give you a test. We give you an exam before we even hire you, because we still need to see performance. My thing is, I want to build you. I'm going to have you grow, and then I'm going to have you move up and give me somebody else. It'd be boring for me to just have 25 billers and coders and everybody doing the same thing. And what kind of challenge is that for me? Nothing. I already cheated y'all. I already showed y'all what to do. I treated y'all like supervisors and billers. Now I want to see y'all be supervisors and billing. You get out of here. Go transfer. Then I'm ready to take the next team. See, it's all different types of leaders. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the type of leader I am. I like to train y'all, move on, give me the next group. Okay. So once we promote you, I want to see you out there. That I like to come back and visit and I see my biller, she's a supervisor. All right. I got one I'm looking for. Okay, so back to this. If I'm talking too fast, slow this thing down. This video down when y'all are looking at it, because most of you guys are going to archive this video. Okay, so next let's talk about references. Have your references already, have them typed up, okay, and keep them. Okay, when you're filling out an application, you already have your information. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. You know, this way you're gonna get like 30 applications done. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. And you're gonna be doing this. So have your references already. This is where you're gonna store all your stuff. Okay. You don't have to. If you do not have that, if you don't have this, this is fine. Okay. This is a portfolio. I would prefer for you to have this. When you go on that job and you pull this out, I go, she's got her stuff in order. Wow, look how coordinated she is. She's like me. You see what I'm saying? You see that? If you can get this, it's a plus. Because you're gonna have your resume in here, your pencils in here, and all kind of stuff in here. Okay, I have several, but you don't live by me, else I give you one of them. Have a portfolio. Okay. Have your resume. Okay. Have those pre-questions. I don't know where I put them at. These pre-questions too. I got pre-questions all over the place. Oh, listen. You know when you get to the part where they say, "Do you have any questions for me?" That's the hardest part in the world. Nobody has questions for me because they don't know what to ask. But let me tell you something. We would prefer you have questions because that lets me know. I'm telling you why they want you to have a question. It lets me know that you will not be afraid to ask me something. If you sitting there at that computer and you stuck for I don't know how long, and it's already 5:10, and you still sitting at work, and you still haven't asked me to help you, that's not good because you don't know who else you messing up. It's like a chain. You know what I'm saying? Revenue cycle is like a chain. There's 10 cycles to that. If you sitting there and you messing up something, it's going to come back to the front end. Before you go in that interview, write down some of what you might ask them. When does your job start? How many departments do you have? Do you have overtime? You know what I'm saying? Now, when you ask, if you ask that question, make sure you be liberal about it, okay? Because you ain't asking for overtime, okay? But you let them know that you're available to do it. You see what I'm saying? You are available to do it, okay? Don't go talk about the kids and the grandkids and the baby and stuff like that. That's a no. Okay. Um, will I have a soft handoff? A soft handoff is the person that's already working there who is leaving, and she is showing you what to do in regards to her system, not generally, because you already supposed to know how to code. You already supposed to know how to do the billing and the HMO and look at collections and XYZ. She's giving you a soft handoff to say she's leaving this here, she's leaving that there, she's leaving this here, and she's leaving that there. That's what you call a soft handoff. So that's a good question to ask. And a couple more. I could upload this. Oh, I got about 50 questions here that people should ask me. Some of them do. Some of them get hits. Um, I'll figure out how. I don't know if I can load that in here. Uh, but you send me an email. Let me know. I'm gonna send you that. That can help you in your interview. That can help you ask your question. Because sometimes when people say you have any questions for me? When they don't have questions for me, that's a red flag for me. Because me and my team got to be like this, and I got to know that me and you on the same page. Okay. Even though I'm talking on me hiring the supervisors, they hiring the coordinators, but they still have to go through me. I still have to meet them. So you guys just be precarious to that. You're still going to get a test, you're still going to get an exam and all that extra stuff. Okay, so we talked about the cover letter. Next thing I want to talk about is the search engine. When you looking for a job that has to do, I got to jump in billing and coding right now because I'm coming out of work and I'm jumping into Sapphire Academy right now. When you look for a job in coding, make sure you know different types of programs. This one is SelectCoder. Okay, there's another one. Is I think it's Optum 360. This is the one that we use. But make sure that you know several different um coding apps, because you don't know which one they're going to use at the hospital unless you ask somebody who's already there before your interview. Because most of the times before you go to the hospital for your interview, you won't go check it out first. You won't go check it out, sneak around and see who's in the office. On be working hard. Oh, just go and see. Okay. So anyway, those of you who are in the class, you guys know I put like a skit in there so you guys will be able to answer those questions. Okay. Um, I got Coda Pro too, so I don't know if y'all are using that, but y'all should be looking at that. That's in the classroom. So again, make sure you guys check out some of those. And they got some kind of free. I don't know if you have to have your own school, your own business. I don't know. Check it out. Sometimes these Select Coda, Optum 360, they got free tryouts or something like that. You guys can go on that. Those of you who are new coders, those of you who are already in class, those of you who want to take my class or in class or anybody in class, go online and type in coding apps or coding assistance or whatever. Some of those apps you can download for free, so you can kind of play around with it. Like I told y'all, the hardest thing about the coding is passing the CPC. Those of you who are taking all 21 points, that's the CPC. If you take an individual, that's just one. I prefer y'all to take the CPC. That way you don't have no bars. That's the hardest part. Remember, that test is 4 hours. 2.5 for each question. If you've taken it online, take it Monday, take it again Friday. You've taken it in person, you fail it, don't worry about it. You can take it again. When you're there, write down everything that you're having trouble with. Write down everything you're having trouble with. Now, that ain't for the one online, because once you take that first part, you can't see it. It's gone. If you take it in person, you get another test and you happen to get that same question, look in your book and get it. Okay? So next thing, this has to also do with coding, because some of the entrance exam on the coding HIM test, you guys know that test is in there. I can't give it to y'all on YouTube. You got to be in the class to get that, because that's an important test. I can't give y'all that. I only can give them that's in the class, that test. This is illustrations. You guys, I don't know if you can see that. You see that? These are illustrations. When I be telling y'all to make sure you pay attention to the illustrations, these are the illustrations that have what they are listed. Okay, the humerus, the scapula. You see, this helps you on your test. When you go for an interview and you get that coding exam, some of this is on there. This is going to probably be on it as an open and close. It's going to ask you, what part is the humerus, or have the bone there and it looks like the humerus, and they're going to ask you, is that your humerus? I don't know what this is. Okay. And this is good too. These are like little plastic things I put stuff in. You can put your resumes in there too to keep them clean. Okay. So, yes, that is what we want to make sure that you have. Okay. Make sure those references are already written down. Type them up, get them down, put them in your docs. Okay. And then you can cut and paste. And make sure that you also load your resume in Google Drive or a file. If you have iPhone, load it in the file, because you never know. You might be sitting at the bus stop, or you might be at Panera, and you want to put in some resumes, and you got it there. Somebody might send you an email and say, you know what? I got a job for you, but I need your resume. And you go, oh, like 3 hours from the house. See, put it in Google Drive. Put it in Google Drive, slide it right over. Or put it in your files in iPhone. Now, I don't know about Android and all that. I know about iPhone. Put it in your iPhone. Okay. Any one of your iPhones should have that same thing in there. Okay. So just make sure you have that. Because you guys know we use Google Drive in the class. You need Microsoft, you need Teams, you need Google Drive. Okay. I might send you something in Google Drive. Okay. So that's why you need Google Drive for Sapphire. Anybody want to get in with Sapphire? Let me know. Okay. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. We do specials for you too. Okay. Tuition is low. Okay. So next, y'all taking notes? Make sure y'all take notes, because I want y'all to get the job. We still on references. Now, in addition to These references, okay? You put your 3 personal references, put 6 job references down there, okay? The phone numbers, the emails, the person's first and last name, and their title. That's what you're going to put, okay? Next, we still on references. These are physical references. If you left another job and you know you was leaving, or you think you might be leaving, or you know you about to quit in about 10 days, ask for a reference letter. Mr. Johnson, can you give me a reference letter? All right. Why? None of your business. Just give me the reference letter. I'm telling you. Listen, just tell me to give you a reference letter. You guys ask me all that. Just could you give me a reference letter? Let me tell you something. I've always been so cool with everybody I work with. We are like peas and butter. You guys remember I tell you about Sinclair? Guess who called me the other day? Sinclair. I can't tell you the conversation, but it was a good conversation. It was a good conversation. He's the first one to say, Ms. Lambert, what you need a reference for? Sinclair, please give me the reference. You don't know, but that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And this is the crazy thing. This is it. This is the reference Sinclair gave me. Y'all not gonna believe it. 2014. 2014. Oh my God. Look. This is a reference my assistant director gave me. Hank, if you out there, you are dumb. Look at this. Long Island Jewish. All of y'all, I told y'all I was at Long Island Jewish. Y'all want to know how old this resume is? The resume. This references to Hank Whitney. It is so wonderful. 2003. That's how old it is. That's how old it is. But that's how long I be on job. This is Georgia. November 2006. Assistant Director, Desmond Hines. She's a doll. She is a doll. Let me see what else is in here. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's when I was working at the police department and I was working at the hospital. That's from Floyd County Police Department. Oh my God. Look at Tamara. Although her absence will be missed. I can't tell you everything. But anyway, this is my Sapphire. This is my Sapphire one. I haven't gone anywhere, but I have them. The Chief Executive Officer. That's Dimitri. Okay, so anyway, letters, references. I want references, physical. Okay, that way, when you're doing that long application, y'all know hospitals' applications is ridiculous. It's 19 pages and shit, and you have 1 through 20 up on the top, and you got to go through each one. It's discouraging. That's why it's there. It's discouraging. But this is how we're gonna beat it. Have all this ready. Have all this ready. I don't know where my resume is. Have that resume ready. Have it all ready. Have it in a doc. And all you're gonna do is cut and paste. Cut and paste. Cut and paste. All right. How long we in, y'all? 34? Okay. So look. So we finished with that. Next. The job description. You guys remember I told you about that job that they kept calling me for? They wanted to give me. This is it right here. This is it. It was for practice manager. It's 135,000 to 150,000. Had it in the bag. As soon as they got rid of the DEI, I ain't hear no more from these people. I'm telling you, I ain't hear no more from them. Nothing. But it's all good because I already have a job. 2, I have my own business. 3, I don't care. But anyway, have the job description. I'm using this as an example. And I emailed her and told her I was going to use this as an example in one of my classes. She emailed me back. But anyway, this is a job description. Okay, this is a job description. Make sure you print out the job description or save it in a file or save it in Google so that you can relate to this before you get in there. Before you get in there. And remember what I said about how we use a system. I can't see. How we use a system to pick out resumes. Some of you guys do like credit repair. You guys know how when you do credit repair and you send in you send in a dispute, and you type it up all clean, everything is all clean, it goes to that, what you call it, it's something like the algorithm. It goes through the something, y'all know what I'm trying to say, it goes through something, and it's like a AI thing, and just pass right by, nobody don't look at it, it just pass right by. But if you take a marker and kind of distort somewhere and write something, or you put some staples in it, it can't go through the AI thing. It doesn't go through the machine. Somebody has to physically look at it and take that staple out. That's a word to the wise. When you do a dispute, do that. Put a staple in your stuff. Don't just send one sheet, because once it goes to that AI, it's a wrap. Put some type of marker on there. Put a sticky on there. Then somebody at the credit bureau has to physically look at it. So anyway, see how y'all don't threw me off. We talking about credit stuff. Lord have mercy. All right, now look. You see this? When I was telling y'all to look at this and take some words out of here and put it on your resume, okay? I don't need to do that because most of this is in my resume anyway. But I'm talking about, this is y'all for new. Y'all been on your jobs for 20, 30 years, some of y'all 15 years. Y'all just ain't had no idea that y'all would be looking for another job and fixing a resume and all that. Some of y'all are going to give up and be like, I'm just going to retire. But some of y'all are not. So those of you who are not, pull out the job description. Just take a couple of words out of there. Because in the system that we use, either at the hospital, wherever, school, or wherever we are in, that system pulls out resumes to me. They do the same thing on Indeed that has what I'm looking for. You see what I'm saying? Because if you give me a resume and there's nothing in it that it just says you worked at McDonald's, all right. You worked at McDonald's, but what did you do at McDonald's? You used your customer service. You used your hands, your skills. You see, you use your coordination. Don't go on to say I worked at McDonald's, I flipped some burgers. How you flip them burgers? You coordinated something and you got them burgers flipped on time. You see what I'm saying? So even if you worked at a restaurant, you have to pull out the magnificence of you working at the restaurant. You see what I'm saying? I made shakes. You coordinated them shakes. You coordinated them shakes, and you did a wonderful job of bringing them to that window in a quick fashion. You see what I'm saying? Getting them customers in and out. That's quick thinking. You see? So, and you can even do this. When you go to search engine, give me another word for this. Give me another word for that. Give me another word for this. Make it look good. Make it look better. You see what I'm saying? So, take heed to that. Print out the job description. Have your portfolio. If you can get a portfolio, just keep everything in order. Okay. When you go into that resume, you're gonna have your resume in front of you, your references in front of you. Well, make sure you got the references, because she hired you right there on the spot. She want them. Okay, she want them. And 9 times out of 10, we're gonna shoot them an email. Okay, we're gonna shoot them. We ain't looking for nothing long. Oh, she worked here. Oh, okay. Right, that's how references are. They don't get no deeper than that. Did she work for you during this time, during that time? Would you rehire her? Yes. That's it. That's all they're gonna ask. They're gonna ask nothing personal. They can't. Okay. So we got that down. All right. Print out the job description. Okay. We gotta change glasses now, because now I gotta read. I don't have to look up there. All right. So let me see what we got. Let me see what we got. References when you're filling out that application. Cut and paste. How much time we got? Okay. Y'all know how I am about time. Time is like my pet peeve. Okay, I'm the first one in and last one to leave. You already know that. Read your resume. Drop it in that Grammarly. They do have a free Grammarly, but it just doesn't check everything. It will check some things, but depending on the job that you're going to do, you know what I'm saying. If you don't work at Kellogg's, ain't nobody gonna be doing too much. They're not. This is a different type of resume. You're not gonna be doing that. Kellogg's just gonna fill out application. Yeah, I worked at Kellogg's many many years ago. I think I worked at Honda too many years ago. Okay, that's when I was in Georgia. So skill summary, your accomplishments. Okay, what else do we have? References from your past employer. Ask them for one. Okay, don't go get laid off and get fired and you don't have nobody's phone number. That's not going to do. Make sure you have a supervisor contact. If you guys are working on job already, get that supervisor contact, okay? Because you're going to need her at some point. All right. So call her, let her know that somebody's going to call them. Okay. Mr. Gray, somebody getting ready to call you. I put in for this job XYZ. Oh, okay. All right. And some of your people going to say, what you want me to say? I'm not lying, son. That's how cool some people are. What you want me to say? Don't tell them what you want to say because they really don't have to say anything. All I want to know is would they rehire you? That tells me everything. That tells me everything. Even if you had to quit, some people have to resign for certain reasons. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you get fired, that's a different story. You tell me why. Why did they let you go? Did they terminate you? Did they terminate you? No. Did you get unemployment? Yeah. Okay. Is it going to be one or the other? Either they terminated you or you had a specific reason why you were terminated. Because if you were terminated and you get unemployment, something ain't right. Okay. Now you don't have to be terminated to get unemployment. Okay. You can resign and still get unemployment under a certain circumstance. Okay. All right. So those of you who, you know, resign from a position, don't think you can't get unemployment. Fight for it. All right. Fight for it. And don't go signing nothing. Don't go. They fire you, and I told y'all don't go signing nothing. All right. So make sure you call your past employer and let them know somebody's going to call. Okay, I put in for this position, and first of all, is it okay for me to put you down, as a reference? Okay, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have a problem with it. Okay, so again, the most important thing I want y'all to do is get those references down. Get those references down so you know yourself. I don't want you to forget. Okay, put them in the Google Drive or put them in the file. All right. I'm looking for the cover letter, but and see these are several things that I have right here. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is the cover letter. I just had it, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about the cover letter. If it's a specific job that you want to do and you are addressing it to the person that you want to see this cover letter, well, it doesn't have to be person or the facility. Dear human resources, XYZ. Okay. Tell them about yourself. Okay. What can you do? Okay. Tell me why should I hire you? Okay. That's what you put in your cover letter. Why are you a good fit for this job? You're putting that in your cover letter. Remember I said they're going to ask you questions? You're really putting that in your cover letter. Now they want to hear you say it. So if you put something in your cover letter and you start rattling on talking about something else, all right, so who did that for you? I'm not going to say it, but I'm just going to be like, all right, all right. Let me let her start all over. Let me start. Let me get here. You need a copy of your resume? Take that and you're going to start all over. So make sure when you do your cover letter, it's fact. Make sure it's fact. You can't just make it up. When something is true, let me give you a good example. I'm gonna use Miss Lambert. You guys hear how I talk, right? You guys, when I say my education is this, and that. When I say my experience is this, and that. And then you hear me talk. You hear me talk what I'm telling you. You see what I'm saying? You hear me talk my education. You hear me talk my experience. You see, you hear me talk my leadership. It's nothing for me to fake because everything I'm telling you is real. I don't have to stutter when I'm talking about my life. I don't have to stutter when I'm talking about my education. I don't have to stutter when I'm talking about my experience. You see what I'm saying? If you stutter when I'm asking you about your past jobs, we got a problem. You see what I'm saying? When people ask me about Sapphire Academy, I'm spitting it. I'm spitting it like Kendrick. You see how Kendrick spit? That doggone what was that thing? The Super Bowl. You see how that boy spitting out that round? Cause that's what he do. He can't. He not gonna lie. Cause that's what he do. He can ready spit it out. So if I say Kendrick, throw me around real quick. Whatever he can ready say, that's what he do. You see, you ought to know yourself right then and there. Just like I said, well, how old are you? 31. See, you see what I'm saying? Tell me what an HMO is. What's the definition of HMO? What's the definition of PPO? Tell me what a deductible is. If I give you a math test, will you pass? I want to hear confidence. Yes, 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 yes. Health maintenance organizations. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna answer it like that, but I'm just letting you know if your proof is in your pudding. You see, if somebody asks me certain things, I'm coming at them. You ask me, now I'm giving you what you want. And that's why I said, as a transactional leader, you guys read my bio. It's probably in there. Oh, the bio was in the ebook. I would rather train you to be a leader than me lead myself. Because if I see you, then I know I did my job. People see you, they already see me. You see? When you go to Sapphire Academy, you're not leaving till I make sure you got everything that you need. Now, y'all know I don't micromanage. If I don't see you in class in a couple of days, I ain't going to hunt you down. I'm going to send you an email, but I'm not going to hunt you down. Because as an adult, whether you're 18, 16, 17, you, well, 16 is kind of pre-adult. Yeah, I'll take them 16 too. Right in my class. Y'all got kids 16 years old, give them to me. Give them to me. Okay? By the time she finishes, she'll be 18. No, because I will make sure they finish before that. But I guarantee you they'll be experts. Okay. Even if they're 16 years old and they go into school, they can do a little bit of coding class, a little bit of billing class without getting a student loan. By the time they graduate from high school, they're ready to get a job at that hospital. Put them in there at 18. We had one that I don't even know. He was a little kid. He's like 18 years old. And it used to bug me out. I'm sitting up here emailing him. He got to get these records. He get these records. And he don't know what I'm talking about. And I just started like, who is this? Then I emailed the head over there. Who is XYZ? Oh, that's whatchamacallem son. He ain't but 18 years old. Oh, all right. Well, I said to myself, let me take it a little easy on him. I'm gonna start explaining to him what he has to do and where he's gonna find it. He's just lost. Just records all over. Miss Lambert, he didn't bring us this record. Miss Lambert, we didn't get these charges. Miss Lambert, yeah, I just had to email him, and then I could tell something was wrong by the email. It sounded like a little kid type. I'm like, what the? That's when I called her. Who is that? I gotta holler at her. That's my girl. Who is that? Then they told me he 18 years old. He just graduated from high school, and they just put him in there because he knew somebody, knew somebody, knew somebody. That happens. But like I said, I'll take him 16. I'm not going younger than 16. I'll take him 16 and better, and I'm gonna build you up. I'm gonna build you up. Okay, that's a whole different ball game, y'all. That's not one of the basics, not the transition, not um the advanced program. That's a whole different type of ball game. It's one of those programs. It's really the advanced program, but they taking baby steps. That's a 40-week program. They taking baby steps. Okay, so yes, I'll take him at 16. Somebody asked me that the other day. A couple of her sisters or something like that. And I don't know if I was talking to somebody, but I had so many students at one time. I was so excited, you know. But yeah, we'll be more excited when y'all finish registering. Make sure y'all give me a message below or send me an email. Let me know, okay? And even just have a conversation with me. If you have a resume and you stuck, I don't know what to put. I worked at this so and so, or I worked up there in Medicare for 25 years, and they let me go. Well, what am I gonna do? We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. The VA. What that girl said, she's been there 33 years. I never seen nothing like that before. Now, how can you just fire somebody that has worked there for 33 years? Don't you care? They don't even know these people. They're just firing everybody. I honestly didn't think anything like that could be done, but they did it. Anyway, you guys get your cover letter together. Okay. Looking at my notes and stuff to make sure I do not forget anything. Make sure you guys, like I said, I can't stress this enough. Get the resume, get the references, get the cover letters, get the references from your people. Put them in your Google Drive or put them in your file. I'm not familiar with Android, so I don't know where you're going to put them in there at, but put them in there, wherever it is you guys put them. Okay. I'm just looking around and see if there's something else that I want to show you guys. But those illustrations I was telling you about, that's on that test. I'm jumping on the CPC right now. You see this book right here? This is a anatomy book. Language and medicine has all this stuff in here. When I be talking about illustrations, this is what I'm talking about. You guys get used to the illustrations that's in the book, and you can buy something like this. I don't know, it's about $5 or something, but that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about illustrations. Okay, those of you who are going for coding, those of you who are ready for your CPC and going for your CPC, make sure you study for that CPC. Don't go in there and say, "Oh, I got it." Just because they lowered it down to 4 hours don't mean nothing. It's still hard. It's still hard. They only took an hour off, but it's still hard. Okay. Read your CPC book. Crazy. Read it when you get up, read it when you go to bed. Okay. Don't overdo yourself. Don't overdo yourself. Like I said, those of you who are home and that were laid off, make sure that you take your time. Monster, whatever those job sites are that's doing. I'm just kind of used to Indeed, because that's who we look. We look at Indeed. I mean, and they have so many people there, but you know, that's the most common one that I go to. But you make sure that you got that resume, Paul. Sapphire Physician Coding Academy. I do hire people to recruit. I hire people for sales, but you have to know my program. I have to teach you the program if you do not know the program. And when I say teach you the program, you learn the basics of the program so that you can sell the program. And it's not necessarily selling, it's recruiting. I want people who want to do medical billing and coding, who do not want a student loan. It's just not worth a student loan. But if you've already went to school for it and you've already done that student loan, we're going to help you get that CPC. We'll help you pass through that CPC. Again, look at some of the chats that I have down there. You guys know I don't know. They tell me I had 300 chats. I got to tell my son to check it out. Maybe I do. I probably do have 300 chats. But make sure you do that, okay? So that's the gusto of this chat. I don't know what this is. That's the gusto of this chat. And I want you guys to make sure you read that ebook. Okay. This is not it. This is something else. I must have had this from the other day with the train yourself. So make sure you read that ebook, especially y'all who never had, um, I'm finished reading all of this. So especially y'all who never did building coding before, remember, when you go, they're going to give you an exam. And I heard on TV that they started talking about, they're going to start cutting hospitals and so and so. So I mean, I've seen hospitals close and stuff like that, but they still need builders and coders. Okay, they still need y'all, and to me, that's a long run right there. I spoke to so many people at Trinity. When was I there yesterday? Trinity of St. Francis. If some of y'all is on here, hey, I'm gonna come back out there and see y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send my emails out in a little bit. Um, but definitely, absolutely. And if any of you are in the workforce, Department of Unemployment, I just did a mailing list for them. So that's going to be going out. I got a lot of questions from the department's unemployment. They call them like career centers. So we just decided to do a mass of, Florida, Georgia, Virginia, Maryland, New York, Connecticut, Texas. Okay. I always do Las Vegas. Those are my main states that I do. So we just did a massive mailing for them. And Rainy will be doing the calling, and this is to get the connection. Those of you, I'm going on the own business part now. That's part of what I do. That's part of what I do. I sister with unemployment, the career center. When I run certain chats, those chats are for them. You see what I'm saying? If my contract is with Georgia, unemployment, McDonough, or something like that, it's just for them. Then I've started that program on the 15th, and that's my team that I'm starting with on the 15th. You see what I'm saying? So that's why, remember, we got a class that starts the 15th, but my class starts every day. Y'all can enroll whenever. Go on my website, sapphirecoding.com, and you go to the bookstore, you see the courses and the classes. But again, this is also for y'all who don't have no job. You want a business and billing and coding. You got to learn the business before you do the business. Okay. You got to learn the business before you do the business. Okay. If you want to recruit for me, you got to learn the business. Send me an email. We get together and I'm going to show you all how to do it. Okay. The main thing is you want to recruit people who want to do medical billing and coding, but don't want to get a student loan. Okay. You want to recruit people who want to take their CPC and they don't want to pay $1,800 for CPC prep. Yeah, that's how much it costs. Go find it. Go find it. My CPC prep is $99. That's like coaching and stuff like that. And some I have some. If you went to school and you show me that you went to school, let me see your certificate. Let me see your degree. You don't just let me know. We're gonna work something out. I don't want you to have to pay again. Okay, I don't want you to have to pay again. Most of y'all just make a donation. Just make a donation, okay? Because I want to see y'all pass the CPC. I want to see y'all pass the CPC. I know I got a lot of y'all that just went. I just didn't finish the course. I ain't finished the course. I met so many people like that. And my job, okay, our job is to get them people pumping again. Get them people pumping again. Okay. I don't know who I met. I forgot her name, but she works at the dollar store. I don't know, one of the dollar stores, but that's wonderful. You got to do what you got to do. Though I told y'all, don't be taking Peppy on where you going to work at. Okay. Don't do it because you still need money in your pocket. I don't want anybody to be getting stressed out about not having any money. Y'all already know I'm a straight hustler. I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? We can really get some change. Okay. But they better give me hours at work, or I'm going outside at 7 o'clock. I don't care if I'm standing on the corner. I'm talking to everybody in that surrounding and letting them know about Sapphire Precision Coding Academy. Okay. Oh, I met a lovely girl the other day. She works at Springfield Technical Community College, and we had a wonderful conversation. And it had to do with coding. Y'all already know that. Y'all already know I was trying to get something for y'all. The catch with them is she said you gotta live in Springfield. Man, I'm gonna call her though. I'm gonna call her for y'all. For me too. So we about an hour in this, and I hope y'all got something out of this chat in regards to your resume. Fix it. Fix it. Do not be afraid to work somewhere that you've never worked before. A factory, a car factory, Kellogg's, whatever. Just do it. Just do it. Getting out and doing something 9 to 5 is better than not doing nothing. Okay, just do it. Fix your resume. Go on Indeed and stay on Indeed until somebody call you. Make sure you have a specific phone number. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Some people, if you put in for a job in Georgia and you ain't got 770, they ain't gonna call you. 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna call you. Get that extra phone with that phone number because you know who can call you. Just like a reference. If somebody call you for like something else and you need, okay, that specific phone, because you gonna need that job out there. They want because they want to know if you live out there. If you tell them that, you better live out there. So if you have that phone with that zip code on there, with that area code, by the time they call you, you'll be done moved out there already. So you want to give yourself every chance you can. And I hate to say it, but if you got to change your phone number 2 or 3 times, change your phone number. Get the job. Change your phone number, but get the job. Because you get, well, I'm about to move out there next week. And here come next week, you ain't out here yet? See? Okay. So I'm going to let y'all go. Send me a message. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate all of you guys. Okay. Continue to watch the videos. Do not miss that video for Friday. That video for Friday is specifically for working for me. I'm going to go over what I want you to do. I'm going to go over Sapphire. And the reason why is because I'm going to let you know what you're recruiting in Sapphire. So that's what tomorrow's chat is about. Okay. So I don't like to go past 1 hour. So I'm going to stop this, but get in on that chat tomorrow. Remember, it's tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Okay. That chat is also going to be live. Okay. And y'all know I'm still trying to figure this thing out. I downloaded the voice mode. I don't know how to use it. So hopefully my voice don't sound all cracky and yucky like it usually do. I'm trying to get something to make my voice sound better. I'm telling you, this YouTube is driving you crazy. I'm telling you, till I will get it. What's my boy name? Exhibit, whatever his name is. I'm telling you, he comes on. I don't know what he be talking about. He just on. You just look at him just every day, every morning. The first thing he says, make videos, make more videos. All right, but don't they need to make sense? You brushing your teeth, you just coming on. Really? I'm not doing that. If I don't got nothing to say, what do you want to come on to do? I'm teaching you just like I'm teaching regular class. So, I'll tell you. All right, it's 8:02. I got to go. Watch this video, all right? Don't forget, the one tomorrow is going to be on Sapphire Academy. I'm going to show you how to work for me, okay? That's what kind of training class it's going to be. Bye-bye.